So, weiter geht's. Ich dachte ja, es wäre im dritten Tag irgendwie zu Ende, aber das ist es wohl noch nicht. Schauen wir mal. Riecht nach Schweiß, Waschmittel und ein Hauch von Äther. Okay. Ein Lautsprecher von der großen Sorte, die bei konstantem Einsatz kommen. Wild, ich will es sehen, was mit dem Klint mit mir geschieht. Ein Haufen Nasensprays, Marke Nosapet Ultra. Kanister, die mit Wasser gefüllt zu sein, scheinen auf den Etikettenschnitt destilliert. Reden wir mal mit ihm.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Welshi tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says,
Hardcore! It's hardcore!
Du sagst nur immer wieder, dass es Hardcore ist. Sehe ich das richtig?
Skibber danger. I am the rearranger.
Oh mein Gott.
could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, do you think?
Ob es wohl einen richtigen Weg gab, der aus diesem Garten der Weggabelung herausgeführt hätte? Schneller, härter, Kater.
Go speak to Andre. I'm just annoyed.
Aha.
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Krass.
There is definitely something futuristic about his hair, aggressively so. You get the sense that this is what the future will look like. Imbecilic, yes, should the future ever come, it will look deeply imbecilic, like this guy. His grip is strong, sweaty and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
Aha.
And Egghead.
Egghead.
Egg!
Keine Ahnung.
This little burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation. We like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers. We have many in the pipeline, officer.
Aha.
That means they haven't set up a single one yet.
Richtig.
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Aha. Oh, das könnte interessant sein.
Also for talent.
Ah, das nicht.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues. Which brings me to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
Was?
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Ja.
Dopeheads!
Burnouts.
Alter, was ist mit denen?
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Reversholt. Strike that! And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts holed up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads are.
Ah, seine Analysen sind so herrlich. Aber mein Mikroständer, der nervt ein bisschen. So.
Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
The spooky kind.
Hä?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Okay.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
Shit's gonna collapse.
People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for. All right, man.
Hast du das Vorgängerschloss reingehängt?
Yes. I asked Noy to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix. Just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
Of course. Noy, give the officer the key.
Sehr schön.
Only if he promises to look into the spookers in the church.
Officer, I apologize. Noy doesn't always understand the joy of giving for the sake of giving. I think it may have something to do with his childhood.
Das ist so englisch, das ist schlimm.
Damn it. Take it. Don't you just want to see what's in there?
Brilliant! Noid, the key!
All right.
You sense the
Jawohl.
trajectory of the little piece of metal and plastic. The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left. Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freak's nod to you approvingly. The speed freak nods to you.
Not long. Like a week, maybe? I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
Was für eine abgefahrene Story schon wieder. Was ist denn mit euch?
Somewhere in the ruins past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
Yes, I do. I listen to Channel 8 all the time. I know about crime stuff, and I assure you, officer, this is not what's happening here. I'm at least 80% sure they're alive. I mean, come on. Most people aren't ever that alive in their entire lives. I knew you'd get it. You're one smart cop.
Ich komme schon klar. So, wo war ich mit dem
He
Führergeschloss?
nods attentively, ready to answer the questions of one smart cop.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it. Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
You know, of Meteo, concerning Meteo. Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation. And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericarnassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the innocentic system, no? Totally.
Ah ja, das ist sehr schön.
The Pericarnassian church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericarnassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance. Love is hardcore.
Gott.
Unity. Unity.
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
Insulindig, was?
You feel it, the anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters. Feels good.
Oh yeah, it can.
He's coming around. You're getting it.
Yeah! Yakokata! The place to be!
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving. You feel like you could go for a little disco when, or if, they get this club going. You've got it in you.
Yes. What? Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water. Oh. It's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
The what now? Oh, the old Ultra.
He's like an actor, looking to the souffleur for his line.
Geil. Drogen.
I have a major sinus infection, stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe. Yes, that's all Nosefed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
Nosefed is the shit.
Sure. Here you go, officer. The Noser. Blast away. It does, doesn't it?
Told you we have a smell problem.
He sniffs the air, then shrugs. It doesn't take a forensic scientist to guess it's drug-related. They look and act like the kind of guys who've done their fair share.
Okay.
However, their breathing is regular, their jaws stay put, and their pupils aren't dilated. So, not under the influence right now. At least, not under the influence of stimulants. That doesn't rule out hallucinogens, benzos, some depressants. How do you know all this? He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Soll ich es probieren?
Well, first of all, you're a smart cop, and the gist of it is they want to turn the church into a club, but a suspicious element has overtaken the building. It's very important to understand what the gist of things is. Always consult the gist before making up your mind.
Ich glaube, das ist wichtig.
This is plus, and it has to be considered. You can't invent the future of dance music in this smelly old tent. Imagine if you had the church. That settles it. Analysis complete. Their story checks out.
Natürlich nicht. Warte mal gucken. Logik. Das ist was anderes.
He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies. Yes?
Nothing jumps out.
Komm.
Nothing out of the ordinary. How about you get out and breathe? The air in the tent is too thick for you to think clearly.
Warte. Wir versuchen es nochmal.
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses. Yes, there's also the machinery. When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together.
Seltsame Maschinen.
So
Aha.
about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
Was? Oh Gott, ist das daneben.
The other one.
The other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
Rote Haare.
Sure, why not? Yeah.
But not really. Brown hair. Old. Heavy, dark signs.
What Noid said.
Ruby's gone. The woman is someone else.
Like, you aren't alone, you know?
Okay.
Wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Not human, as in a ghost. Do you know what he means?
Keine
There's
Ahnung.
this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man.
Krabbenmann?
Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
Krabben machen das
Was
nicht.
stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behaviour.
Odd. Crabs are usually marine creatures and not known for climbing walls.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. Estelle was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
Gut.
So he hasn't even been in there lately. Is he afraid?
Ich muss da rein.
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
There probably is no crab man. Don't let them draw you in with this nonsense.
Kannst du mir mehr über die Maschinen erzählen?
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably very likely.
Snuff-Sender, klar.
With a small surge of PEA, alertness fills you, as if to say, this is a dark corner. Look behind it.
It means like one of those rich boy private radio stations.
Ja, ich weiß,
where
was es
you can
ist, ja.
listen to people getting killed on, then jerk off to it. Sick shit.
Not that we would know anything about that. Noid just likes to relay stuff.
He appears sincere enough, sire. You could, of course, be wrong.
We're getting derailed here. In short, you can tell to Noid about the machines. He'll tell you more. Well, honestly, I can't, but I am.
Okay, das ist einfach.
This is a below-feeble attempt at avoidance. Basically, he is attempting to weaponize idiocy.
I'm 70% sure they're substance users. Don't let the technology fool you.
Okay.
Sure. What?
So, bitte. Diesmal.
Nothing.
Och, komm jetzt.
Nothing out of the ordinary. How about you get out and breathe? The air in the tent is too thick.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah.
Ich will das aber haben. Ja, das ist... Ja. Erstmal da gucken. Das muss viel Geduld erfordert haben.
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh, hello there.
She must be Estelle, the last of the speed freaks, Posse. Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
That's my name. I take it you have met the others. Did they tell you about the church and the club thing? Will you help us? Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will ya? We've been waiting for weeks